movie critic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say to you, give me the name of a big blockbuster movie.
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Give me another blockbuster movie.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. We're going to do the sequel to those two movies, The Empire Strikes Top Gun. You ready to sit down like a human now? I'll take that as a yes. Good evening. Welcome to our World on Film. I'm your host, Ebenezer Tungbung. With us today is an auteur known only by the name I'm sorry, I have a hard time with your native tongue. So tell us all about this movie that you have done.
If you will, two powers colliding together at the strength of 1,000 moons. And that was my latest colonoscopy. Now about this movie. It's about sensuality, it's about strength of character, and it's about just blowing shit up.
I do like that was both literal and figurative as I watched the movie earlier.
Very, 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 very figurative. In a very literal way.
Yes.
Yes. So.
Now, I know the audience is clamoring. You've brought some clips.
I did. Oh, I did. Some of them are almost completed. They just need sound, so we did another track that is a sound that is not really the sound. It's done by interesting voices. It's exciting and exhilarating.
Well, why don't you set up the first scene that you brought in for us?
Very well. First scene, imagine if you will, a desert.
Mm-hmm.
There are robots that are playing volleyball.
Okay.
While combing the desert for other robots that look like Scientologists.
And what does a Scientologist look like?
They're about, they have a lot of money. Yes.
So not very good Scientologists.
Not very good Scientologists have a lot of money, volleyball, sand, kicking around, and that is when we see the first internal struggle of one of the robots against another one of the robots when they get caught in the net.
Oh, I look forward to seeing this.
And hit play.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Service!
Now let's pause here for a second.
Yeah.
As you can see, I drew from some of my favorite directors. Ang Lee, obviously.
Yes.
Frank Capra.
Yes. And I noticed a Frank Oz vibe with the Muppet-esque movements.
Yes, we, again, because of budget constraints, obviously, the puppet in the corner is not very realistic.
It does look rather stringy.
Yes, he's supposed to actually be a 1,300-pound gorilla that has a pig nose and speaks backwards. But again, because of the voice, the constraints, and also the voice track, we ended up getting that. So, moving along and fast forwarding, when you can see is all of a sudden from a very static movement of volleyball, now they are wrestling. And the wrestling is both a wrestling of the soul and a wrestling of passion, and simply because they want to beat the shit out of them. And play.
I think I see a flaw in your choreography.
Well, you see, these are very strong robots. Oh, and you see, again, 1,300 pounds shouldn't look that light. It's very, I also did it.
Pause.
As you can see, that
This is some real 3D 3D.
The 3D technology is absolutely astounding.
I thought IMAX was the best, but you have topped that.
Yes. We actually, as you can see, we used a 1,300-pound pig-nosed gorilla as a logo for our company because it is so perfect. The way that it just died.
I like the way it drools as it lays there, too.
So this
It's
is
a nice touch. It's leaking oil.
So everything we've seen is only the first 20 seconds of the movie.
Oh, wow. That moved quickly.
Let's move on to the climax of the movie. I don't want to give anything up, but there is a humanoid goose in a plane that is about to die. I had to use the voice of the Affleck for that, of course. The humanoid goose is about to die. There's a dog fight. Also, there's an Imperial cruiser. And in comes Darth 80s movie heartthrob. I have no better Darth with an 80s movie heartthrob.
Now, I have to ask, how difficult was it to get Gilbert Gottfried to do that role?
A lot more easily than you can imagine. He doesn't ask for a lot of money.
Oh, well,
He just needs alcohol and I don't know. He asked for
strippers?
He asked for a coconut with 3 holes in it. I have no idea what that's all about. I don't care.
I believe he's doing the Flintstones revival.
Yes, indeed.
He wants to go bowling.
So now to the climax with obviously we have Goose. We have a CGI reconstructed Tom Cruise that is actually a toddler. And then we have, of course, on the floor, Jabba the Hutt, who is now a DJ at a strip club where all of this is happening, including Goose. And play.
Pause. Now, there's a real pathos I'm seeing. Now, and I have to say, I thought it was an interesting choice to, at this point of the film, turn it into a full Greek tragedy, including speaking in ancient Greek.
Well, that is because I wanted to
Also, be aware that your robots can side-eye you.
They are sentient, for sure.
Oh,
and I wanted to show how sentient they are by being able to look at the audience askance every now and then, as if saying, hey, human there in the audience, I can see you. You. That's a tie into my name. All
yes. Right. I got that reference.
And so this is again hearkening to my as a poor Greek orphan that grew up with millions of dollars in New York City. I wanted to pay homage to the Greek people that based their Greek on the Eastern Asian tragedy and bring all of that together.
Do you have all that?
I do. You can see all of it, especially from Jabba the Hutt over here. And play.
And take it the mosquito! Oh, come on through the stage, Porthos, Athos, and Aramis.
Aries fight! Aries fight! Aries
It very quickly devolved into a Muppet show, but we're working in post with the CGI to get it fixed up. Yes.
Now, I did enjoy that during all 17 minutes of the closing credits.
Yes. And then there's an Easter egg, of course.
Oh, yes. But through the entire closing credits was nothing but the cast doing full contact hand jive.
Yes. Again, hearkening to my background as a Puerto Rican embedded in 70s musicals about the 50s.
You are a niche market all of your own.
Absolutely. I tap into everything.
You do.
Especially, I put the in
Fun. I knew that was coming. It's like we communicate with one brain
We do
sometimes.
communicate.
Where sometimes you can't even say the word, we're so communicative.
Communicative.
That's how much we're simpatico.
Yes, I don't speak Spanish.
El simpatico.
Ah, see,
Yes.
see, yes. I had to clarify.
Yeah.
The article is important.
Yes. So, whenever you're ready, you may begin the scene now.
What?
Do you remember what's happening? Because I've forgotten.
17 minutes. So let me tell you. Let's fast forward to the Easter egg where they reveal something very special and surprising,
Yes.
which is that they are not what we thought that they were.
What are they?
Indeed. they are closer.
You're choking with them. There you go.
I get so emotional.
Button on the back of your shirt.
I get so emotional. They actually reveal themselves to be their favorite sci-fi characters. And play.
Assholes! I'm surrounded by assholes!
Oh, Crichton. Let me get my pulse gun.
He's no good to me dead.
We've been jailed. Nobody would do this.
But there's air in here.
And
I've been stymied by the brilliance.
It is. It touches everything and everyone in all kinds of different ways. I've actually had a restraining order against my movie in 36 out of the 50 states and the District of Columbia.
So, for those states that have not yet banned your film outright,
Yes.
where can we see this masterpiece of cinematography?
At your local sheets. Between 9 and 11. And there's also a little trailer that you can see while you're filling your coffee and putting it early out in the morning and make a little donut.
Nice. Any particular kind of donut?
The ones with the holes.
Ooh, those are my favorite kind.
Yes.
Other than the ones that don't have holes, I like those as well. I like donuts.
They're unholy.
Oh,
Fun.
isn't it fun?
Isn't it fun? And
I thought that movie was paused. What happened?
I don't know.
Apparently, the pause button isn't working.
I have a special AI that basically allows the movie characters to continue in a space all of their own out in the databases.
I'd like to remind those characters at this time that once this movie ends, all revenge is moot and not allowed as part of their SAG contract.
Indeed, as part of the
And they are sagging right now. They're starting to wilt a little bit.
especially the shaky one in the middle.
Yes. You might want to work on the vertical hold on that one. Dependency.